All right, what's up everyone? I'm gonna do a quick arrow setup for some target arrows for my mom. We'll just go through everything real quick. So what we have some Easton Axis 500 spine. They've already cut down 5mm great arrows, and then we're just gonna do the insert system from Easton. On my micro diameter arrows myself, I run the iron wheel hit insert, and this is just the Easton hit insert. So a couple of the tools, we're going to be using some AAE Max 23 vanes. Love these. They're a little bit more lower profile than the Max Stealth. Overall, it's been great. Love them. So I'm going to do a 4-fletch with these. You have your clean wipes for the arrows. This is the AE setup. Then you have the primer pen. So you clean the arrows, you prime the vanes, and then you use the Max Bond. And then with the Easton arrows, I have a deep 6 insert. So this is how you're gonna get the inserts into the arrow. All right, so this comes with the epoxy, comes with another hit insert, cedar, and then you have the insert system that goes inside of the shaft. So we're only going to be doing 6 arrows right now, just to get her for the target arrow. And this is a little bit of a sander for the end of the arrow, just to make sure that it's perfect and everything fits perfect. So we'll leave those aside. So I'm going to do the inserts after I do the vanes. That's what I prefer, and it'll be a little bit easier, and then they'll be ready to go and don't have to wait another day to do the vanes. So, okay, so first thing we're gonna do, let's clean the 6 arrows. So I'm just gonna grab 6 of these. We'll put those other 6 down. All right, so let's get these all cleaned up. All right, so ideally when you're going to fletch your arrows, you want the back of the fletch to start 1.25 inches away from your nocking point. So let's put that in here. We'll do a 4-fletch. And so ideally you can measure, because you can only see pretty much the back of the carbon. So let's see where that 1.25 inches. So I need just under 1 inch coming out of the carbon. So let's figure that out. So I put that tool all the way back. So it's gonna be 3 marks on this bottom part. So let's see if you can see that. So on the bits, you can see there's 1, 2, 3 coming up the bottom. We'll use a 3rd mark, and that is where we will put the back of the vane. Okay, so that's on the 3rd mark, and that's gonna be perfect. And that's every time you make sure you put it all the way down and goes into there. So we don't need that anymore. So now the process, I keep these just to clean up if I have any extra glue. So you'll use your primer pen on the vane, and then you will use the Max Bond, put it on, hold it down, rotate. And I always like to check, make sure you are doing 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, everything's good. There's good pressure there. So let's grab 4 vanes. 5. Okay, so what we're gonna do, you have this, put in your jig, like we said, with the jigs all set up, put in the back, always check 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, okay. So we know that 1.25 inches away from the nocking point is gonna be 3 marks, 1, 2, 3, we put the vane right at the back of there. Primer pen, let that dry, and then what we're gonna do, glue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let that dry for a sec, push down, make sure the glue goes underneath the entire vane. Squeeze open, click to the next. Down, make sure the glue spreads completely. Open up, and now what I like to do is just double check everything. If I have a little bit of excess glue, I'll Q-tip it off. And that kind of spreads it on the side too to make a better seal. And then what I'll do, I'll put a dot at the beginning of each vein, just to give it some durability when pulling out of targets. So there you go, 4-fletch. That's 1 1/4 inches from there, and you are ready to rock. All right, just squish all this out. And I'll mix. You have your 2-part epoxy. Make sure you get as much as you can out of there as possible. So this is for a dozen arrows, so I want to make sure that we're, and I just use one of the inserts. Okay. All right, so now what you're gonna do, have the epoxy on there, and then what I do is I put in and I twist. Kind of let the glue follow it. I don't want to have a huge excess of glue because it'll get all over my tool. Get that off, okay, and then push through, hold, and now you need to make sure these are on a flat surface.